the land of enchantments, bitch.
AI is officially taking over the film industry.
Wow. Kind of a super disappointing post. That really sucks.
Would love it to be one of the talented, hard-working actors here. Imagine AI taking the directing and concept development away from you, which will happen if you go at this pace. Support the ones that support you. Very disappointed that you would compromise art.
I'm trying to use AI for everything. I'm replacing everyone, Pinky. I'm taking over the world.
So Vault Studios uploaded that AI-made video to their socials and asked what their followers thought. And a lot of people weren't happy. AI, which stands for artificial intelligence, has actually been around since the 1950s, when you could first play chess against a robot on the computer. AI refers to the ability for machines to perform tasks that usually require human intelligence, like referencing images, problem solving, and learning. I think AI-made cinema films are really cool. They are a new way to make films and are giving artists a new way to be creative. I don't think AI is gonna get rid of DPs and cinema cameras that we use today. People are still making films in 2025 on 35mm film. I think AI is just another tool that artists can use. Just like how 3D printing didn't take over the need for artists. Let's hear how the employees here at Vault use AI.
At Vault Studios, we use AI as a tool, as an assistant, not as a replacement for people. I think it's really, really important to have that human interaction, human experience still, but I do think technological advancements happen. Vault is an AI-assisted studio, so if there is something that we can use to kind of push a project forward that we might be on a deadline on, we integrate it that way, but we don't use it as a replacement for jobs or people. A lot of what I do is business-oriented work. I definitely wouldn't have been able to open Vault as quickly as I did without AI assistance. I used ChatGPT starting in 2023, early 2023, and gave it more the rough ideas of what I was trying to build. And when you have that kind of assistance and you're not looking in a position where you can hire somebody or looking for a whole big business to start, I was just gathering knowledge and data. And I think people don't need to be as afraid of it as they are. I think it's a really good tool if used appropriately. In the 60s and 70s, when analog music went digital and it went to a digital audio workstation, people had the same concerns. It's going to be job replacement. It's going to take, replacing the people that are there. And I think the people are still in charge of that. And we're paving the road of the world that will exist with AI in it. And I think as long as we do that conscientiously and with the human approach as a priority, I think we'll be okay. If I was to use it in a creative dynamic, there's some music tools that I kind of play around with, especially if I get stuck on writing a song, because I'm a musician. So if I get stuck writing a song or I need a new idea, and I've tapped out all of my personal collaborators, they're busy, they're working, they have kids, whatever it is, it's lent to be a nice little segue, I think.
Here at Vault, I usually use AI for inspiration and ideas on how to better word documents. I don't like to write something and send it immediately. I'll usually run it through a spell check and a grammar check just to make sure that I'm hitting all of the points that I need to hit with the clients. Creatively, I love typing in prompts to AI because when I go to do a painting and I go to take reference photos, sometimes I will take those reference photos and run them through AI and get more dynamic lighting and composite it in such a way that I'm really happy with it and it gets my vision across for the painting that I want to do. 99% of the time, that painting that I end up doing deviates 100% from the inspiration, because when I go to paint something, the canvas or the painting ends up telling me what it's going to be, regardless of how much I have research or reference. I think that people are, as far as the arts go, they are repeating history. It's just like when we went to photography from paintings, when a painter projects something and it's like it's seen as cheating, or when an artist uses reference, that is also considered cheating. And I think the more it becomes normalized, I think the more accepting the art world is going to be of it. I do think that AI is going to end up falling into the same category as digital paintings. It is now considered a fine art, whereas before it wasn't considered a fine art because there is no master copy. Eventually people are going to figure out how to turn it into an art, but it's not AI that is prompting itself. I do still believe that it is just a tool and that people are the prompters. They are the ones that will always ignite the artistic spark. So I'm not worried about it at all.
So at Vault Studios, I have used AI for various reasons. Sometimes I'll use it to help make an email more cohesive if I have to type something really fast and make it sound professional and proper grammar and everything like that. Sometimes some of the videos that we've done for YouTube here, it's really goes from concept to finished product in like a week. So to fast track that process, I'll use AI to help me look up certain concepts or terms, or to help me flesh out a story or a video idea. I have also used it to help with some social media. Back when I was doing more posting and having to keep up with an algorithm, it helps to create small captions, stuff like that. It just takes some of the, I kind of call it brain fog. Like if you are like running a business or if you're trying to do marketing consistently, using AI can kind of take some of the tedious work out of the way so you can just focus on the art or focus on the creative stuff. So I've used it in that regard as well. On the film side, I've also used AI voices to generate them for a little beer commercial that we did for Rio Bravo Brewing. And I kind of brought this beer can to life and gave it a personality. So yeah, you should go watch that on our YouTube channel to see how that turned out. And that also, it helped me so much because the amount of time to get a voice actor that sounded like how I wanted the beer can to sound, which is like this old kind of UK accent man. I would have had to put out a casting call. I would have had to find the right accent that I was looking for, right personality type, and instead I was able to just look it up and figure it out with AI. Yeah, I just use it as more of a collaborator. Speaking about collaborator, I think that the future of AI for artists is going to be more of a collaboration rather than a competition. I think it's a very interesting tool. As a creative, I don't think there's a lot of ways that I actually know how to use it still, and I'm learning how to incorporate it more.
My experience with using AI creatively has been pretty limited. Recently, I've been using ChatGPT to kind of bounce ideas off, almost as a way to collaborate with someone when I'm maybe at home in the evenings or by myself. It's kind of become my 2 a.m. ideas board. I'll just think of an idea and I'll go back and forth with it. Beyond that, I'll use it a little bit to help create ideas for this YouTube channel. Maybe I'll ask it to help me look at trends or analyze different patterns that are going on in YouTube, but I'm not really using it a ton. I think for me kind of just bouncing ideas off, I'm really using it to take my idea and then maybe show me a little bit of a different perspective. I use a software called Luminar. There's a couple different iterations that they've put out over the past few years, but pretty much I use it to help identify skies, help whiten teeth. It has a lot of these basic features that can identify different parts of the images. So especially when I'm doing like model photography and things like that, I use the software to help speed up my post process so it's not taking me so long per image. I think as a creative, AI is not really going to take anything away. I think it feels hollow and not really full of life right now. I mean, you see the AI videos, but they're not really replacing the creative ingenuity of people. Personally, I would much rather see a bad YouTube video made by a person than a good video made by AI. It's just not there for me. The creative interaction's not there, and I'm not seeing the emotion behind the video or the story that this person was trying to tell. Maybe one day it will get there, but for right now, I'd much rather enjoy the collaboration between humans and the effort and storytelling that people are creating.
Professionally, I've been using it for my contracts. Like I'm a musician and I'm doing my first solo album. So all my contracts that I have put together have been AI. I've used it for my logos. I've used it for to help kind of develop my website, social media, prompt posts. I'm trying to get it to check my mail and feed my dog. AI is taking over the world, right? But I believe that it's people that know how to use AI are the ones that are going to take over the world. And I just want to be at the forefront of that. So I'm trying to use it for everything. Creatively, you know, when cell phones came out and they had apps, and they said they had an app for it. Well, now they have an AI for it. So I've been exploring everything as much as possible, trying to get ideas when I have a half of an idea with a song. Plug it into AI and all of a sudden it kicks out a whole song for you, chords and the whole track. I think that's what everybody else is doing, and well, I mean, look at all these guys that are cheating with YouTube and having 50 million followers and 200 billion views, and they've never had a gig in their whole life. Their first gig is gonna be at, you know, like Mercedes-Benz Stadium. If they're cheating, I guess it's not cheating if it's out there for free, right? So I am using AI for everything in creativity that I can. If they're making an app for it, I am gonna use it. It is taking over the world. It's kind of like how internet started, or debit cards or credit cards or something like that. Instead of writing checks, it's the new wave of the future, even like cryptocurrency. Like if you get in early, the early bird gets the worm, right? I am trying to figure out how to make things a lot cheaper as a business owner by scaling it down and not having to hire 20 people to do the work when AI is basically doing everything. So as far as an employer and a business owner, if I can do it all on my own and save the headache of dealing with people that don't want to show up or lazy people or excuses.
So it seems like everyone here at Vault Studios uses AI for two main things: to save time and money. AI can help us save time on something that would usually take us a couple hours that we can just do in a couple minutes using AI. Like I used AI generated voices at the beginning of this video to read over those tweets that you saw. That would have taken me a couple of hours to find people to do it, to set everything up, and to get it done, and then to edit it and put it on the video. When with AI, it took me a couple of minutes. I don't think it took away any of my creativity. I think it enhanced it. Like the short AI generated videos that you watched at the beginning of this video, to get that same exact vision, you would have had to location scout for multiple days, multiple areas at different times of the day to find the exact look you were going for. Then you would have had to find an actor, you would have had to find a camera crew, a sound crew, a director, and plan out the 7-second scene. But with AI, the director can direct the computer with prompts and create what they envisioned for a fraction of the price and time, allowing really anyone to be a director. And I think that's pretty cool. Thank you guys so much for watching this week's YouTube video. Make sure to check out the rest of Vault's YouTube videos on our channel. If you thought this video was interesting, leave a like down below and comment what your thoughts on AI are. And if you want to watch that AI video again, it's on our Instagram and it'll be linked down below. We'll see you in the next video. Bye!